Hello everyone, this is Ron from High Tech Legion. Although they make various components like power supplies and cooling solutions, Antec is a brand that is more synonymous with creating PC cases. Earlier at CES 2011 this January, Antec showcased updates to their award-winning gaming series, which includes the 1200, 900, 600, 300, and 200. Today, however, we have the latest to join that family, the Antec 100, aimed at gamers on a budget that are looking for a high airflow, mid-tower gaming case. As you can see on the glossy black cover box with yellow trim on the side, the 100 is equipped to handle SSD drives, has an all-black painted interior, an accessory tray on the top, and 8 expansion slots. The other side of the box offers a quick overview of the Antec 100's features, including the drive bay capabilities and the cooling options. Compared to the rest of the gaming series from Antec, the 100 resembles the Antec 300 the most, sharing a clean and straightforward body styling with a top-to-bottom, fully perforated front panel design. Now let us open the box and look at each of these features in detail. The Antec 100 comes with a convenient accessory tray at the top. There is an Antec logo in the middle, and this is convenient for storing all your USB devices that require charging in one of the 4 USB 2.0 front panel ports, like your phones or your smart devices. And there are also LED indicators right beside them, and 2 audio jacks, one for microphone and one for an earphone or a headphone. There's also a power button on the left side. At the back, there is a single 140mm Antec 2 Cool exhaust fan that comes pre-installed. The Antec 100 supports up to 3 5¼ external devices and a single 3½ external device. Below the external devices, 2 optional 120mm fans can be installed to help cool your components. The left side panel has a plain design, with the exception of a single mounting area for a 120mm fan. There is a security loop on the left side panel that can be padlocked to prevent theft at a public place or a LAN party. The right side panel is bare, with the exception of the Antec design embossed logo on the lower right hand corner. The Antec 100 has 4 plastic feet, and there are no perforations at the bottom for airflow. At the rear, there is a single 120mm exhaust fan that comes pre-installed. Both the top and the rear fans come with a fan controller at the topmost area. There is room for up to 8 expansion slots at the rear, and to the right of it are 2 water cooling holes which can be punched out. The side panels have convenient handles, so you can pull it out easily after you remove the tool-free screws that secure them at the rear. At the bottom part of the rear is the power supply mounting area for the Antec 100. Inside the Antec 100 you can find the accessory package, which includes the documentation, like this product overview, a pamphlet for an Antec survey where you can win prizes, and some of the screws that you need to mount, for example, your 2½ devices, and to mount your motherboard and your optical drives. As you can see, the Antec 100 has a completely black inside finish, has a larger cutout for cable management options, and a larger cutout for CPU backplate mounting. It also has bottom mounted power supplies, and 2 fans pre-installed, 140mm at the top and 120mm at the rear. They are both fan controlled. There are controls located at the back, and they both have 4-pin Molex connectors, both female and male ends. You can see the front panel connectors are held by this wire. We have the LED, power LED connectors. We have the power switch connector. Since we have 4 USB ports in there, we can find
two USB connectors, and for the front panel audio. And lastly, we have the hard drive LED. The Antec 100 can fit video cards approximately up to 11.5 inches in length. If you have a large aftermarket heatsink that is under 155 millimeters approximately, it will most likely fit inside the Antec 100 case. There's space to install up to 6 hard drives and a single 2.5-inch drive at the bottom of the Antec 100. As for external devices, there is space for a single 3.5-inch and 3 for 5.25-inch devices. There is also a pre-cut cable routing area for cables that are coming from your power supply to connect to your motherboard. In order to install the optional front 120mm fans, you must first remove the front panel. You have to push the locking clips that are on the side. There are 3 in total on one side. And then you can push through. Keep in mind that the lock is only on the right side, so you only need to worry about opening this side panel. And as you can see, the back of the external devices have filters on them, while the bottom area have none, although they are all perforated. With the front panel removed, you can see that only one of the 5.25-inch device bays are completely open, and 2 of them have these metal sheets that are blocking it, and you can just remove them completely if you want to increase the airflow inside your case. Once you remove them, they can't be put back. Now we can also see that there's the space to mount 2 of the 120mm fans. With the right side panel removed, you can see that the Antec 100 has a very good cable management system. There's a cutout at the top. It's hard to see, but you can fit in your 4-pin or your 8-pin motherboard power connector and route it to connect to your motherboard. And there's also sufficient space right beside the hard drive cages for extra power supply cables that are unused if you are using a non-modular power supply. You can also see that behind, in case you install a 120mm fan or a pair of them in the front, there's space to route all the cables and manage them here to the back so it doesn't interfere with your hard drives. Behind the motherboard tray, there are these spaces where you can use these cable ties to tie down your cables so that it doesn't push into this area right here.